It's about time.
The City of Vancouver has doubled the allowable height for new wood frame buildings from 6 to 12 stories. The decision from City Council took effect June 1st.
It is generally going to be less expensive than a concrete building because one of the cost components in a concrete building is the rebar, the metal bars that go into the concrete. And it's a simpler form of construction. Most of the buildings in Gastown are wood frame, but they're what we call heavy timber. They were large pieces of wood. What we're now talking about is actually creating large pieces of wood using smaller pieces of wood that are literally glued together. And so as a result, you get an extremely strong product, and you also have something that's actually quite fireproof.
One local example of one of these wooden buildings is here at the University of British Columbia. It's called Brock Commons, and it's a residence for students. In this time-lapse video posted to YouTube, you can see the construction of Brock Commons as the entirely wood frame is built around the concrete elevator shafts of the building. In a statement, the City of Vancouver says the updated height limit for buildings like this will make it easier to build with low-carbon materials, support housing affordability, and remove barriers for the construction industry at a time of crisis and economic recovery. So what about some of the problems we've seen in the past associated with mass timber construction, like moisture getting in and getting trapped?
That is a problem that I think we have generally addressed quite well. And one of the ways is simply to create overhangs on roofs, certainly on lower buildings. It's less of a problem here because you are generally going to be using a different type of wall assembly to address that concern.
And how about the sound? Will it be easier to hear your neighbors?
Ironically, you can achieve a better separation from one apartment to another or one office space to another in a building with wood construction than you can with concrete construction, because you have more space within which to put insulation, something we call resilient channels, layers of drywall, and so forth. So that issue can be addressed.
Geller says the province announced similar changes a while back, and he was waiting for the city to catch up. He adds the only time buildings like this are significantly more fire-prone is during construction before fire systems are installed. In Vancouver, David Zura, City News.